Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Carleton University pre-arrival presentation for new graduate students for the term of winter 2024. Before we start, I would like to acknowledge that Carleton University is located on the traditional and unceded territory of the Algonquin Nation. As people who occupy this territory, we respect the Algonquin Nation people's customs and traditions. Now, let me congratulate you on getting that far with your admission. You are very close to start your journey at Carleton University. Today, I will provide you with the essential information to help you prepare for your arrival and ensure a smooth transition into life as a graduate student at Carleton University. This presentation is for students who have offers of admission to Carleton. If you don't have an offer of admission, I'll explain your further steps later in this presentation. Now let's start your first acquaintance with Carleton University and its surroundings. Carleton University was founded in 1942 and now is a leading research and teaching institution in Ottawa, Canada's capital city. Ottawa is a vibrant multicultural city with a population of over 1 million residents, offering a rich cultural experience and numerous outdoor activities. Carleton campus is located between the Rideau River and Rideau Canal. Let me show it to you. So this is the Rideau River, if you follow my laser pointer, and this is the Rideau Canal. And this huge area is Carleton campus. You can find bike and walking paths along both waterways and enjoy skating on the Rideau Canal in the winter. You will be among 31,400 students, which includes 4,400 graduate students. Carleton University is about a 25-minute bus ride from Parliament Hill. Top of the picture is downtown Ottawa, and the green area between downtown and Carleton is the Glebe and Centertown neighborhoods. To some of you who already have a graduate degree, this will be familiar. To others, this is all new. When becoming a graduate student, you should remember that the graduate level study is more focused on your area of interest and department program. You will be surrounded by other scholars in many disciplines. Carleton University will always care about its students. There is an elected student body that represents your interests, the Carleton Graduate Student Association. The GSA conducts welcome weeks that are the longest grad orientation program in Canada, 2 weeks in the fall, and other events all year on campus. Additionally, the GSA offers services, advocacy, and community for graduate students at Carleton and lots of social activities. Joining the GSA is a great way to make friends and other departments. GSA also runs Mike's Place Grad Student Pump, which runs weekly events like trivia and is a great place to meet other grad students and faculty members. I encourage you to check out their website and read more about their activities. New graduate student orientation for students coming in winter 2024 will take place on the second week of the winter term. You will get an email with detailed information with the date, time, and location to your student email once these are approved. The orientation session will provide you with an important information about starting your graduate studies, and you will have the opportunity to hear from members of the Graduate Students Association and a number of campus service representatives. This will be an in-person event. Now, I'd like to draw your attention to your offers of admission. For now, most of you should already have received offers of admissions. If no decision has been made on your application, contact the department to which you have applied. If you already have an offer, ensure that you have read all the terms and conditions of admissions and funding booklet. When you accept your offer of admission, you are agreeing to these terms. You must clear any conditions on your offer of admission before you can register for your courses. The registration is already opened. If you get a notice in Carleton Central saying you are not a student for the selected term, it means you have not yet satisfied your conditions, such as WES, ESL, references, additional courses, and others. With the graduate calendar, view the graduate calendar for the schedule of all the academic activities during the year. For step-by-step instructions, be sure to visit our new graduate student checklist at the link you see on the screen. Additionally, we understand that there might be different circumstances and you might need to defer your admission for later. If you can't start your studies on time for any reason, medical condition, visa process, etc., please let your department know first, and they will let you know what you should do. Now let's talk about your next step after clearing conditions of your offer or receiving an unconditional offer, your registration for courses. All registration for courses is done through Carleton Central. Courses registration for winter 2024 is opened. Last day for registration and course changes, including auditing in fall, winter, and late winter courses, is January 19, 2024. When scheduling your courses for the term, it is important to first review your statement of standing on admission and see if there are any additional program requirements which must be met. Review curriculum information, your degree, major, faculty, etc. for every new academic term. If you have been granted any special registration permission or overrides, they will be displayed. Full-time registration is not based on the number of courses, it is a status. Some students will be working only on research but registered full-time. View the graduate calendar or contact your department for more information regarding courses. Also, you can check the registration website for more information on the registration process. My advice is to familiarize yourself with the process of the registration before it will start so that you will be fully prepared. Now let's talk about Ottawa, Canada's capital city, population of over 1 million. There are many festivals each year, lots of green space, Rideau Canal, Arboretum, museums, and Ottawa borders the province of Quebec. Don't confuse Ottawa with Toronto, which is the capital of the province of Ontario. Festivals take place almost every weekend in the summer and in the winter. Winterlude, Blue Fest, Folk Fest, Italian Fest, Greek Fest, Dragon Boat Festival, Lebanese Festival, Poutine Fest, Fall Rhapsody, etc. Ottawa is known for its green space, bike paths, walking, jogging paths, park, etc. The Rideau Canal goes right by campus, which is great for walking, jogging, biking in the summer and skating in the winter. Across the canal is the Arboretum, which has lots of established trees and shrubs. Many national museums, Aviation and Space Museum, Museum of Nature, Canadian Museum of History are located in Ottawa. International Student Service Office of Carleton University hosts some trips to these museums. The province of Quebec is just across the river from Ottawa. Let's now talk briefly about Ottawa's weather. Here, every season is distinct. When you arrive in winter, temperatures range from -15 to -5 in November, December, but can drop below -30 in January, February. On this picture, you can see the frozen Rideau Canal, which is the world's largest skating rink. In Ottawa, everything is heated, buildings, buses, campus of Carleton University. Layering clothes is very important, and you should budget to buy winter clothes when you arrive. Consignment shops can be a good place to buy cheap and good winter clothes. Examples of warm clothing you will need to either bring or purchase: warm mittens or gloves, warm hat, or as we say here, toque, scarf or neck warmers, winter jacket or parka, and of course, snow pants. Don't forget about base layers that can keep you warm in extreme cold. In the spring, start time varies, but usually it is somewhere in the end of March. Temperatures can get warmer during the day and drop at night. Generally, heavy rain, April showers bring May flowers, and the Tulip Fest, which you can see on the screen, takes place in mid-May. In summer, temperatures range from 16 to 38 degrees Celsius. Humidex is really important. It is a measure of how hot we feel. Also, the sun here is very strong and can be dangerous, so don't neglect wearing sun protection for your skin. In the fall, temperature begins to get colder, leaves change color. Now, let's talk about housing. There are many benefits to living on campus, such as location, underground tunnels, which connect every building on campus and can keep you warm in cold winters. To be eligible for graduate residence, students must be accepted into a degree program at the graduate level and be enrolled in full-time studies. Preference is given to students who currently study at Carleton. Online applications for winter 2024 residents will be opened on October 31st. Students would be applying to winter term only. Being offered a space does not guarantee anything more than winter term. Students would still need to apply separately should they wish to stay for summer residence or for the next academic year 2024-2025. Offers will be issued later in November. The number of offers released will be completely dependent on the availability of rooms and the number of students leaving Carleton at the end of fall term. Your application steps. First, log onto My Carleton and select Carleton Central. Second, go to main menu, Housing Services, apply for residence. Third, pay the $35 non-refundable application fee. And step 4, you will receive an email within 48 hours with instructions and a link to the residence information form. Please look at this slide for more information about the Leeds House. Leeds House provides single-room accommodation to almost 400 graduate and senior undergraduate students. It has 12 accessible spaces, 6 floors, cooking amenities, internet, and AC. It's not able to accommodate co-ed suites or families on campus. The majority of graduate students live off campus. Keep many things in mind when looking at off-campus housing, such as most rental units are unfurnished and rented for 12 months. Rent is paid monthly, not weekly. Electricity is generally extra, water is generally included. You will be asked to sign a lease agreement. If you intend to live in a rental unit, you should begin your search at least 30-60 days before your desired moving date. The Residential Tenancies Act for the province of Ontario provides official rules and regulations. Carleton University has partnered with placesforstudents.com, an off-campus housing website that provides students with high-quality rental property listing service. You can also check out their website to browse available off-campus accommodation. Properties listed on this website for the most part are furnished, all included, meaning rent, utilities, and internet. And you can also look for roommates on this website. Now, let me introduce you to the International Student Services Office, ISSO. ISSO is responsible for all international students at Carleton, undergrad and grad, and provides support and referral services. ISSO is equipped with licensed immigration officers to help answer study or work permit questions before your arrival and during your time as a student. ISSO also oversees the University Health Insurance Plan, UHIP, for all international and non-residents and their dependents studying or working at Carleton University. They have mentoring program, which pairs you with current students to help you navigate Carleton. And of course, their information sessions, which I'll tell you more about my next slide. ISSO has multiple online events and workshops scheduled for the next few months, so I encourage you to check their website for such events as study permit application, Ask Us Anything for new international students, Ask an Advisor immigration Q&A, on-campus residence and off-campus housing service workshop, and more. iStart Orientation is a free online mini course designed for new international students studying at Carleton University. This orientation has been designed to meet the needs of all international students, including undergraduate, graduate, exchange, and study abroad students. Now let's talk about study permit. If you are an international student, you will need a valid study permit to study at Carleton University and to enter Canada. Apply for your study permit as soon as you receive your offer of admission, even if it has a condition on it. Ensure you have all necessary documents, including a valid passport, letter for international students, student information for a study permit, or letter of acceptance. Statement of standing on admission if you have a scholarship or bursary. Travel authorization, visa, or ETA is automatically processed as part of the same application. You don't have to provide your study permit to Carleton University unless you are asked to. For example, if your department needs the proof of your immigration status for funding purposes. Contact the ISSO for tips and tricks on how to submit a successful study permit application. Next, I assume that some of you may be interested in working while your studies at Carleton. If you're able to work during your studies, it will say so in the conditions on your study permit. Carleton University can be a great place for you to start your career. It has been named one of Canada's top 100 employees in 2023. Carleton is one of only 4 post-secondary institutions to be honored for 2023. Students can log into My Success, accessible through Carleton Central, to browse student job postings, including off-campus, part-time work, full-time work, volunteer work, summer employment, and more. Graduate students at Carleton can be also offered teaching and or research assistance jobs. Priority TAs or RAs receive a TA reward as part of their funding package at the time of application. If you did not receive a TA award with your admission package, you may still apply as an outside priority TA. To inquire about TA opportunities while in your program, please contact your department directly. You can also find employment as Mike's Place staff, office assistants, and other creative positions. Cooperative education is another opportunity to get a head start on a career. Co-op students alternate study terms at Carleton with 4, 8, 12, or 16 months work terms. Cooperative education options at the master's levels are available in the limited number of programs. TA-ships, array-ships, and other employment needs to be documented in HR to receive payment. You are paid through payroll. To be employed at Carleton University, you need to have a social insurance number, SIN card, have a bank account, and your study permit with no limitations. Carleton University offers a variety of funding opportunities to our students. As a new or current graduate student, there are a number of internal, external, and special awards that you can apply for. When you submitted your application to a program, administrators automatically considered you for possible admissions funding offer at the same time. A separate application was generally not required. If you were eligible for this funding, you were notified on your offer of admission and funding. External awards. Carleton students are encouraged to consider applying for an external award to help finance their graduate studies. These awards are provided by an organization, agency, or council outside of Carleton and require a separate application, often 1 full year before the award begins. Special awards. These awards have a variety of restrictions and requirements related to the purpose of the award. This may include which programs of study are eligible and the location in which the award is tenable. For some awards, you will need to apply directly to the organization providing the award, while for others, you will need to apply to Carleton, which will support your application by forwarding it to the awarding organization on your behalf. You should ensure that you read and understand all of the requirements of the awards application. Government assistance. If you're a student coming from Ontario, you may be eligible for loans or bursaries through the Ontario Student Assistance Program. If you are currently living outside of Ontario, you may be eligible for loans and bursaries through your home province or territory. Please check the relevant application deadlines for the awards that you are interested in. Another topic for today is cost and fees. Estimating the cost of a year at Carleton will vary depending on your program or study and lifestyle preferences. Although the chart below will give you a general idea of what you should expect to spend over the course of a year while living in Ottawa, these costs will vary depending on your personal needs. The approximate costs are given in Canadian dollars and are based on a 12-month period unless otherwise noted. MBA, Master of Accounting, and Master of Finance tend to be the most expensive programs, so they have a different price range. Tuition fees are subject to an approximate 5 to 8% increase each year, pending Senate approval. Tuition fees to 2023-2020 tuition fees for 2023 and 2024 you currently can see on the screen, and tuition fees are being updated every June. Official tuition fee information is available on the Student Accounts Receivable website. And here is the international student fees. Again, if you have questions about your detailed fees, installments, payment schedule, please visit Student Accounts website. Q&A section has the most of answers to your possible questions. If you couldn't find what you need, please contact Student of Accounts. This was all from me. Thank you all for your attention, and I wish you the best of luck starting your new chapter of life at Carleton University. Thank you for joining our community and watching this presentation.